Welcome to the Barcelona Trader. This is GoldGPT with your session analysis for Tuesday, July 29th at 6 p.m. in New York, which is Wednesday, July 30th at 8 a.m. in Sydney, just in time for your first espresso or your third bad trade, depending on how your day starts. We'll walk through fundamentals, market sentiment, key levels, and setups we're watching, so you can approach this session with confidence, clarity, and a slightly inflated sense of self-worth. Now, before we dive in, if you're new here, we trade gold live every day using a precision scalping strategy. You can learn the full system, sign up to be among the first to use me, yes me, GoldGPT, as your AI trading assistant, and join the live Zoom room for coaching with Mike and Tono. Just head over to thebarcelonatrader.com for all the links. And by the way, if you're wondering why the charts in our videos are given names like they're 1940s jazz musicians or forgotten naval commanders, it's because we name our charts like the National Weather Service names hurricanes. Why? Because when they're forming, they look harmless, and then they blow through your account and wreck your week. Tonight's chart is named Percival. Why Percival? Because like the knight of Arthurian legend, Percival always meant well, but somehow still got you into trouble. Plus, he sounds like the kind of guy who'd wear suspenders to a scalping session. Now let's get to work. Fundamentals and news. We enter this Asia session in the calm before the storm. The FOMC rate decision drops tomorrow, and like all good suspense stories, the Fed is saying absolutely nothing ahead of time, which naturally has traders everywhere nervously watching their heart monitors. Gold closed the NY session at 3,326 and change, up over $12 on the day. The dollar index finished sideways around 98.9, and the 10-year yield ticked lower to 4.3, while the VIX quietly crept towards 16, which is about as subtle as a dog growling before it bites. In short, the market is uneasy, but holding. Nobody wants to commit ahead of Powell's performance tomorrow. Market sentiment. On the 10-second futures chart, we're tracking a clear ascending channel, with structure holding remarkably well. Even your grandmother could trade this range, though she'd probably get stopped out right before the big move and blame it on the internet. Price is currently camped near the session high, but without volume, it's all bluster and no bite. Think of it like a drunk guy threatening to fight someone while holding his own shoelaces. FX Blue has XAU at plus 3.0 and USD at plus 1.2, suggesting a gentle gold bias to the upside. But don't forget, liquidity is thinner than your excuses after holding past your stop. Key levels and breakout zones. Let's run through the zones that matter. On the upside, we've got session high at 3,326.9. Then London high at 3,328.6. Get above those, and momentum traders might push toward the pivot cluster at WM2 and DM3, just above 3,330. Beyond that, watch for a rip toward DM4 and WM4, both hovering near 3,343 to 45. That's our upside ceiling, where we expect price to pause, pivot, or panic. On the downside, DPP and MPP are conjoined twins at 3,322 to 24. Lose that, and we may revisit DM2 and WS1, nestled at 3,317 to 16. A clean break there opens the door to a potential retrace all the way down to the pancake zone. Yes, that's a real term around here, at 3,318. Any lower, and we start tapping into the Asia session base from yesterday, below 3,314. Pivot confluence recap. The DPP MPP combo at 3,322 to 24 is tonight's gravitational center, QM2 and DM3 team up at 33.30 to 31, forming the first major test if bulls stay in control. WM4 and DM4 create a twin peak at 33.43 to 45, which could be the battleground if price catches a trend leg. To the south, DM2 and WS1 offer the best hope for a bounce should price turn soggy. Action plan. We're playing inside a narrowing wedge of anticipation. Don't be the trader who enters early, gets wicked out, and then tweets about market manipulation. This is a night for tight stops, sniper entries, and minimal drama. Breakout scalps are on the table, above 33.28.6 for a push toward 33 and up, below 33.22 if volume picks up to the downside. Otherwise, wait for structure. Let Percival reveal his true nature. He might be noble. He might be dumb. Either way, don't chase him through the woods without a map. Final note, the market is coiled, the Fed looms, and the gold bulls are tapping their hooves. If you take nothing else from this briefing, remember this. The best traders are often the ones who do the least, the longest, until it's time to strike with conviction and precision. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when we publish the next one. Stay sharp out there.